All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the new rulebook for business growth. These are the exact tactics the top 1% are using to, well, leave everyone else in the dust. Look, it's the question that keeps founders and marketers up at night, right? You're doing all the things you're supposed to be doing, you're making content, you're running ads, you're putting in the hours, but somehow your competitors just seem to be playing a totally different game. So what on earth do they know that you don't? Okay, let's just get one thing straight right now. There is no magic bullet. It's not one perfect ad or some single viral video. In fact, that constant search for a single secret might be the very thing that's holding you back. The truth is, the people winning are using a completely different playbook. And in this explainer, we're not just going to show you that playbook. We're going to tear it apart, chapter by chapter, so you can start rewriting your own. So first things first, we have to admit a hard truth. The old marketing playbook, the one with predictable funnels and generic one-size-fits-all strategies, it's broken. The digital world has completely shifted under our feet, and the old rules just don't apply anymore. So where does this new playbook even begin? Well, it's not with technology. It's with people. This is our first pillar, mastering the human element. Because before you can master any tool or any platform, you have to understand the psychology of the person on the other side of that screen. That is the engine that drives everything. And this quote just nails it. Social media isn't really a technology problem, it's a psychology problem. The best marketing out there has nothing to do with fancy editing. It's all about understanding the deep, fundamental triggers that create trust, spark curiosity, and ultimately make someone take action. So how do we do that? Well, we start with the classics, Cialdini's principles of persuasion. But listen, these aren't just some dusty concepts from a textbook. They are your new toolkit. Use social proof by putting real customer testimonials right into your ads. Use scarcity with a countdown timer on your landing page. This stuff is the foundation for building trust and getting people to click buy. Now let's talk about a term that everybody loves to overcomplicate, personal branding. Just forget everything you think you know. At its core, it is just one thing, building trust, but at scale. It's about becoming that go-to person in your niche that people genuinely want to hear from and eventually buy from. And to build that trust, your content has to hit on a psychological level. This means using tactics like desire mapping, where you directly connect what you're selling to a core human desire, like more money, more status, or more freedom. Or the light bulb effect, where you explain a complex idea so simply that your audience has that aha moment. When they do that, they instantly see you as the expert. This is how the pros create content. Okay, so once you've got a solid grip by human psychology, it's time to bring in your new co-pilot, the machine. This is our second pillar, and we're talking about AI here, not as some replacement for your creativity, but as a massive accelerator for it. I mean, just look at this slide. This shows the revolution happening right now. On the left, you've got the old way, slow, complicated, and super expensive. On the right, you have the new way, a direct line from your idea to the finished product. What used to take a whole team of developers and a six-figure budget can now be done with a single line of text you type into an AI tool. The barrier to entry, it's not just lower, it's completely gone. Let this one sink in for a second. Can you really build an app that makes money in 1 hour? I mean, a few years ago, that question would have been an absolute joke. Today, it's a serious strategic advantage. The answer is yes. Not only is it possible, it's actually happening right now. It's this thing called vibe coding, where you just describe the software you want in plain English, and you let the AI build it for you. All of a sudden, the only thing standing between you and a finished product is how good your idea is. And it goes way beyond just building apps. You can train a custom AI on all your own business data so it acts like your perfect salesperson 24/7. You can use Google's AI to spin up a professional website in minutes. You can feed one video into a tool and get an entire week's worth of social media content back. The machine is basically your new tireless creative partner. Okay, so you get the human side. You're leveraging the machine. Now, where do you actually put all this to work? Well, that brings us to our third and final pillar, dominating the channels. And the golden rule here is so simple. Stop copy-pasting. You have to speak the native language of every single platform you're on. Take a look at this number, 600,000.
That's how many clicks a single Pinterest account drove to their website in 1 year. And their secret wasn't chasing some viral trend. It was speaking Pinterest's language, creating beautiful, evergreen content that people search for and save for months or even years. And this right here shows a huge mindset shift. The old goal on social media, on the left, was just pure virality. Cast a super wide net and just hope for the best. That is a trap that leads to nothing but vanity metrics. The new goal is what we call on-target virality, using super specific niche content that acts like a magnet to attract only your ideal customers. You just let the algorithm do the heavy lifting of finding them for you. And this idea applies everywhere. It means taking your best vertical videos and running them in Google's new demand gen campaigns. For local businesses, it means prioritizing business citations, because that's what AI search engines are looking for. The bottom line is, you have to treat each platform like its own separate island with its own unique culture. So let's put the whole blueprint together. This isn't about picking one of these pillars. No, true, lasting growth comes from weaving all three of them, the human, the machine, and the channel, into one powerful system. And here it is, the new playbook in 3 simple lines. Master the human element so you can build unbreakable trust. Leverage the machine element so you can create at a scale you never thought was possible. And master the channel element by speaking the native language of the platforms where your customers are actually hanging out.
So, you see, we've come full circle. Growth isn't about finding some secret hack. It's about a fundamental shift in your entire operating system. It's the smart integration of human psychology, machine efficiency, and channel mastery. That, right there, is the new marketing playbook. So the only question left is, with this new playbook in your hands, which chapter are you going to write first? Are you going to go deep on psychology? Are you going to finally experiment with a new AI tool? Or are you going to commit to mastering just one channel? The next move is yours.